Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates. And yes, you read that title right, the EE-4 is now back. The most dreaded weapon from the first game is back in Battlefront 2, and no, it's not as bad as you might think, because first of all, this is not a primary weapon that anyone can use anymore, but it's actually an ability for the Specialist class. You might remember from the pre-alpha that the Specialist had an ability called infiltration. This ability allowed you to pull out a special weapon for a limited amount of time, and in the pre-alpha it was some sort of automatic blaster, but it has now been switched over to the EE-4. And something I want to clarify here is that the infiltration ability, similarly to the Vanguard ability of the Assault, has one base version, and then you can use different star cards to modify it, such as the fact that the Vanguard has a card that makes it refresh every time you kill someone. Same thing goes for the infiltration ability. However, in this particular beta build, the refresh mechanic is applied even if you don't have that star card, because that star card doesn't exist in the beta. So it might look a little bit OP right now, but keep in mind that, as far as I understand, in the full launch of the game, the standard version of this ability will not refresh when you kill someone, so it will be very limited unless you take one of your slots and put the star card there. This weapon is still pretty darn powerful, because as you can see here, I go on a pretty long streak. I think I go up to 6 or 7 kills with just one ability pop, because of the fact that it refreshes every time I kill someone. But if it's gonna be this good at launch, I will definitely get that star card right away and have a dedicated slot for that, because I feel like it's actually a little bit too good right now. I did not play too well at the beta event. I played, I would say, moderately, but the times I did play the best was when I did use the infiltration ability with the Specialist. The EE-4 here does feel fairly similar to the previous game. It does burst down enemies very quickly, and I actually asked the developers at the event, is this the EE-4, because it sounds and looks very similar, and they said yes, this is sort of the EE-4 modified for the infiltration ability. So I think it's fun that they took the EE-4, one of the most OP weapons of the last game, made it into an ability instead, because then it's more motivated that it is as good as it currently is, because the Vanguard can actually one-shot enemies as well. So I think the EE-4 is fairly equal to that. It just needs a slight nerf. A little nerf is all I think it needs, and as I also mentioned, it will not have the automatic replenish ability in the full game, but that was simply something for the beta. And the second kind of thing that you need to weigh against it is the fact that the Specialist has the least health of all, so if you do pop the EE-4 and run in close quarters, well, you can die very quickly compared to the other classes. So you are a true glass cannon when you use this ability, but nevertheless, it's still really good. But that brings this video to an end. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.